Before everybody looks at the stream and says, did you just get Madden? Like, no, I didn't. I got it a few days ago. So don't scream at me like, you're stupid. Why didn't you get it yet? You fucking retard. I know everybody's gonna write that at one point when I actually get viewers. Now, I'm going to start playing on this live streaming like Beat Saber and Blood and Truth, things like that. But I have the equipment, it's just I don't really.
You haven't missed a thing as we're just about set for the opening kickoff.
Haven't like played any of this that much, so you guys should expect me not to be really good at Madden, because I'm not good at Madden. Cat, get the cat. Luna.
Ready to see what they can do here.
Oh, my kitty. Oh, my kitty. My cat doesn't like me anymore. You didn't hear her, she meowed right at me. Meow. That's retarded to say. Sure, I'm getting a call. Did I just sack somebody on accident? I don't know if I did.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position. Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safety.
I might be covering.
So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa.
Damn, I'm not even doing anything, my guys.
Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Darnold from the gun. And Darnold, he lost the ball.
Pick the ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do.
I'm expecting that to be terrible.
In the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case,
by the way, I'm just playing them because a kid at my school likes the Jets, and I'm proving to him the Ravens are better. So if he watches the stream, hey,
we talked about Lamar Jackson earlier, Charles.
The Ravens are better than your stupid team.
A couple losses in September, undefeated in October, November, and rolled that into. He's got a man complete. It's a big play.
That cake's fast.
68 yards.
I love Boyle.
And now they're set up nicely.
No, that was Andrews. I thought that was
red zone. I wonder what the next play call is going to be.
I call him Boyle, but his name's like Boyle. Boyle, that's his name.
Huge gain last play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. In need of a conversion on 3rd down.
They can sack stuff, but like, you need to catch up 86.
But it's incomplete.
Boyle, his name is. That I call him Boyle. Don't question me.
In the end zone, went for the touchdown. And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown.
See how good the Ravens are, you piece of shit.
First touchdown of this
I know you're gonna see the stream.
Able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score. And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach.
Now, I need you guys to know this is for a friend of mine that likes the Jets. And everything I say here, I do not mean.
So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it,
my tooth's loose, if you guys are wondering.
Well,
my teeth are loose, but not really.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This guy's going there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. As the Jets set up shop for their next drive.
I know you guys heard that.
Charles, another year for the Jets without a playoff appearance. Gosh, you have to go back to 2010 with Mark Sanchez at QB.
See if I can get safe, though.
Last time that they took part in the postseason.
There should be like a spot right
open. They made big moves this offseason to try to get back to the playoffs, to move for Le'Veon Bell at running back. CJ Mosley,
like every single time I play Madden, there's usually that one little spot that's open.
They brought the attitude, but the play wasn't there. C.J. Mosley hurt a lot of the season. Le'Veon Bell had his ups and downs, and the team just couldn't get going. Remember, they started 1-7.
Young's really good, though.
Things off. Here's what I propose. Next season, in training camp, you have a bowling party to get things started and get this team brought together.
Yes, I know it's retarded for me to cut my own self out.
251 just a couple weeks ago.
Oh, come on, 24. You almost had that. You just ran backwards. I know I look retarded doing this, but like, I really don't fucking care.
The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
First quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Here's Jones. Oh, fighting off the defender. This time a spin. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
That's something.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game. Because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information.
I juked out 33, but nobody else.
Sometimes you script to attack. And that's what I'm seeing.
Did I see jerked?
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts
I think I
of the
did.
red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now it's Jackson. Yeah, he's got it.
You intercepted your own teammate.
Second goal.
I mean, we're closer. I shouldn't be.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. As the Ravens push further out in front.
Wait, could they? I don't know if this would be a Super Bowl in real life, but.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on.
It could happen.
If that's all he gets,
the Jets were better.
Think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more.
2-point good. I tried to dive, but they caught me.
So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. O'Neill's got it, complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. So
I know I was running backwards. I want the game to go longer. and not get as much points.
Coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring. And
hold up.
Created what they want to think about the time, and that's what they put the tree.
Didn't answer the screen. I'm doing a screen.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Okay. Hold on.
Throwing again. Jackson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what
all
else
right,
you do?
Talk. One more.
You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Jets have recovered.
No, Lamar, you got to hold the ball.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20.
All right, hold up. All right.
Is it because you can
my mom walked into my room, so y'all can't scream at me.
As a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell.
Y'all should. I'm staring at Mick's face, so you guys should too.
Only a yard of a pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold, and he's going to go.
I don't know why I better try to press
trunk. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
I can juke people in this game.
Over here on the punt, and the Ravens set up well to begin
I
their
hope
drive.
I get a PS5.
Enemy territory already. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. That's into the hands of the
tries to get him once he gets the ball.
They move this all the way down.
And he can one hand.
A good pickup there.
It's crazy. I didn't believe it. They're solid.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done.
Damn.
Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Scam.
Doubling this
outside.
Guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was
I juked him. I'm at like the, what, 4-yard line.
Oh, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll look to run with Ingram. And the second wave of
you gotta cover that guy, dude.
Stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's
no, let's take it.
This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it, but here,
yeah,
take
if
the points.
I was literally doing this, I
here
would
and don't get it. You and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here.
That's what it would look like if it was a real field goal.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
You better catch that. No, you better run.
Field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on down.
Damn, I should have done a safety.
From the end zone, here's Darnold. That one's complete to Tomlinson.
A safety would have been perfect at that yards. That yardage.
It's second down.
I'm trying to be funny, but nobody watches my stream. You gotta try!
The intended receiver. And now it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Whoever's the QB, 14, is terrible at being a QB.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. The completion good for only
shit, it's already okay. I think that's like a fucking scratch.
Not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it.
I could have sacked him if that's what it's called. I don't know.
Safe completion on 3rd.
I don't know why I tried to juke anybody, because nobody was on me. There's like a bunch of people like that were getting covered, but nobody was like on my ass.
Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught.
That's my favorite play. That's a spike.
48 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late in the half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said, those.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Yeah, but he's not going to make the 2-point.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14.
That's still 0-22.
They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable that they even attempted from the 15-yard line.
If my friend doesn't see this when we go back to school next year, I'm gonna just start going at him like, hey, the fucking Jets are definitely better than the Ravens. The Ravens beat the fuck out of them. Shit. They're crazy. I know every single time I do that voice I sound retarded. Oh.
Darnold on first down. And that one
they threw it off. Oh, I can't do anything.
Just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball. Because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Thank God.
But that's going to wind up incomplete.
I really want to know who the QB is.
Point yet, flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half as the Ravens push further out in front.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that,
thank Jesus it's the end of the quarter.
Because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Well, that's true. You've said that before. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm.
Darnold.
A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The halftime show, quite a spectacle, but it's back to football for the second half.
Fun. I can't knee out.
53.
I just dove because there's no reason to even do anything anymore. Am I quiet? I don't know.
Offense set at the line for this next drive. Now it's Jackson. He unclicks it for Snead. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a
I can see why he kept on running.
Instead, it's second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
I was rather just...
It goes for 18.
You know?
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram.
Stay on your feet.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I think everybody saw that.
It'll set up 3rd down.
He was fine, then he fell.
Bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run.
So they say that was Ingram? Ingram.
Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, it's Jackson. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. And the Jets have got it. And, oh, he coughed it up.
I hit him hard, but it didn't do anything.
When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll go again with Bell, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he's got a noon one. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa, 47
We ain't going to talk about that.
And the Jets are at least able to knock the deficit down a bit.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, They have refined route running ability.
Extra point good by Catanzaro. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads will be fairly clear
by
the time I have to leave the booth.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Snead's got it. Willie Snead all alone. 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch up.
That was terrible. Thank God that's a fake.
And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
That does not look good. Dear God.
From the 15 to try and pick up
he does not look healthy after that.
Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to.
Oh, my God. If my team picks that up.
But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah. My grandmother did the same. It smelled terrible. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. This pass into the arms of Snead. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Well, Snead figures to be an
all right, let's do that one more time, but we're going to run it this time.
2 years ago, it was a disappointing 2017 for Snead. That was in New Orleans, but then had a bit of a bounce-back campaign a season ago in his first go-around with Baltimore. 62 catches, 650
I like
yards.
him.
Did have surgery in the offseason on his left index finger, but back to full health and ready to go.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ingram again, a 1st down carry. And some room to run now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Yeah, my boy.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you've got to deliver the ball on
I didn't
time.
expect that.
The biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a
one more time
so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't really like that one.
The hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people.
I was going to try and pass it, but that guy was just there.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Caught by Snead over the middle. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, One of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they
I'm looking at the camera, that's why I had to look up where you guys can see me. So I knew what I was doing. I was like,
chance to put some more points on the board. I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule. That if someone does it to them, you won't.
I know you guys can barely see me because it's all cartoon.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even.
Donald, he lost the football.
You gotta hit him heavier. Can't do that.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams
McPhee
play.
is really heavy.
On the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game.
What was that?
In this case, they were able to retain possession.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Donald. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble.
Gotta get up.
But that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Here's Jones on the return. Jones breaking from the contact. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times.
Let's get a QB sneak.
The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
He'll get two on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this.
Damn, you're fast.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they are going to score again.
Who was that?
As they just add to their total.
Brown, damn, he's fast.
Score there, and often
he doesn't have hands, but he's fast.
Defense, offense, special teams.
Let's do that one more time.
This one, hasn't it? It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this.
Home's falling in. Showing from the skies, and I couldn't make it kill him. Who's gonna be there? Who the vision? Always had high hopes. Copyrightation.
Late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, could also result in a melee later, though. And the Jets have got it.
Damn, I wanted my team to just pick that up, because that's what it's like, fuck, I'm done.
I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data
you know, you always want to get the ball back,
because
like, it's more fun.
Of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a
always had gay hopes.
Coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Second down and 10, Darnold.
He threw it away. That's
another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
I'm not throwing an interception because I want to. No, actually.
Smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know you guys fuck you. Could have had our shutout. But that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play,
there was always a gay shit in our group.
And when they try and change directions, it's a lot
okay, timeout. The time's still going.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I really want an RPO, but I don't know, special worker.
Staying on his feet.
I'm passing it. I'm passing it. I'm passing it. I'm passing it.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram.
God damn, we need people covering. Time's still going.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter play.
But I'm gonna get fucked.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Keep on. Damn, Brown. You gotta. Poo. Alright, we're just gonna waste time.
And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Darnold now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got an open man. It's a noon one.
We're wasting time.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
We gotta sack them, because that's what we can do to waste time, because there's not many things we can do.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
That should have been...
A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack. After the sack on 1st down, Darnold. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens.
All right, I'm ending the stream. Boy, guys.